Hello, Facebook, YouTube. The day of Michael the Archangel. I'm on that heaven, y'all. Oh man, a lot of people been like, questioning me about these archangels, seven, archangels. The thing is, look. Oh, well, here's the thing about, I want to, shout outs to, the people that enjoyed my Valentine day, whatever, and that, I just, let them know how much of really a fraud it is, and you watch, I hope you watch my sabotaging love, video. Thing is, I'm just all about, I'm the light. I don't think people know what it is to really be about the light, they think, go to church and go to this building and wear your suit, wear your, pretty dress, and go out and, share the gospel with people, share the, y'all. But the thing is, really, to be the light is about simply, just like the light, you're supposed to be exposing darkness. If you're not exposing darkness, then you're not really being a light. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the light is about seeing things what's right in the eyesights of God. You know what I'm saying? Not, in the eyesights of men, because, Mac is on that Romans 3 and 4. God be truth and every man be a lie. You know what I'm saying? Every man be a lie. Because, look, y'all are not accepting the liars that are running this world. I mean, how much darkness y'all they gotta do to let y'all know that they're about evil and they're about your destruction. You know what I'm saying? They're about, the wages of sin is death. They want to continue a dark cycle system of sin, concerning this world system to make you perish. I mean, how much you don't understand 2 Corinthians 4 and 4, that the God of this world is deceiving the eyes, blinding the minds of men and trying to destroy you. No, Mac is operating in that marvelous light that see all these things that y'all are not trying to see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just taking this wrongman system, occultist system that, they using the rulers of darkness is world. See, because Mac, got this love of God inside his heart so much that he stopped wrestling against flesh and blood and doing frivolous arguments over temporal, people and temporal things and temporal events that's going on in this world. And he start paying attention to the spiritual wickedness in high places. And he's trying to expose the spiritual wickedness in high places and, the principalities and powers and the rulers of darkness in the world. And he's busy doing that. I have time on my hand to busy, exposing the dark forces, because I truly put on the whole armor of God and the armor of light that's in, Romans 13. I put on the armor of light that I'm seeing what's going on, in the dark, in the high places, that where the bad guys are that are getting y'all to still fool with foolishness and fighting people for stupid reasons and not loving, for not doing what Jesus says. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I'm busy on a higher playing field. You know what I'm saying? Tell people I'm on a higher playing field. I'm no foolish temporal wrestling against each other, trying to be better than other people, trying to be successful and all. No, Mac is not on that. Mac is on, heaven. In heaven, and guess what? Mac found out that God put Michael the Archangel in charge of Sunday and not Soul. The goddess that y'all acknowledge when y'all say Sunday. And other stuff. And I'm gonna keep letting y'all know what's going on in heaven, because Mac is about heaven, not really about earth, because y'all busy, following Satan and corrupting it over and over again. All right. I'm having fun. The joy of the Lord is my strength, and, and the world's sorrow is a bunch of nonsense. All right. Mac gotta go into the message. Topic of the message. I ain't even go into my message yet. Just on that Jesus Christ high right there. But the topic of the message is very important. There goes that very important thing. To understand Satan's, I call it Satan's Deception 101. You know, I teach on my Facebook a while back of Satan Deception 101, you know, about the idea, you know, that he needs to do to always have an advantage of you. And I learned this in sports. I learned this in sports too. And it's a dynamic. It's a dynamic that you can use in a natural and a spiritual. That's the thing about, you know, the spirit is supposed to truly help you see the dynamics of how things function in the spirit and the natural. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's supposed to, not just make you just dance and go crazy and, you know, other stuff. But it's supposed to help you see dynamics. But here's the number one dynamic you need to understand if you want to really see if you have a advantage against Satan. You know what I'm saying? If you fighting Satan, or is you busy still wrestling against flesh and blood. I call it WWF wrestling, you know, because I know there's a lot of people are WWF champions that are champion about wrestling against flesh and blood, you know, and against each other. You know, they can argue better than another person. They can fight better than another person. But I just got done talking about that, right? Let me get on to the message. All right, the topic of the message is the reality of understanding balance. Balance and getting people, the reality of balance and getting people out of balance. You know what I'm saying? Satan is all about making and creating a system. I was talking to somebody at Starbucks, I think, that I was explaining him that, you know, the whole idea Satan wants to have an advantage against us. He will try to get us off balance, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the balance to, you know, make sure that whatever you're doing, you're not in a better place to make better decisions. And the thing is, you know, to get out of balance, you have to, you know, first of all, you got to understand, first of all, you are created by God to get people to get in balance. You created by a God that established balance everywhere in the universe. You know, this man established balance all day long. God's in the nebulas creating all kind of stars and creating all kind of galaxies, and balance. There's a balance in the universe. And there's balance everywhere. You know, there always will be a balance. There's a balance of amount of time of light in the world, amount of time of darkness. We call it day and night. Everything is created by a balance. You know what I'm saying? But Satan knows the idea of trying to get things out of balance best way as possible, of understanding if I can make people lean to a little bit here, I can make everything wrong over here. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get people to lean out of balance, and he's using the system. He's doing a little, and he does a little. He do it a little. That's what, you know. You know, I like what Jesus said, and he talks about the little foxes. You know what I'm saying? And the little foxes is what, you know, he uses. You know, he starts off with the little foxes. And reason why little foxes, because Satan knows that he has to get you comfortable in whatever that is contrary to your nature. He has to do it little by little. He has to comfort, you know, he has to do it little and little. And if he can, as much as, watch this, I tell people, the most powerful thing you can ever do in life when it comes to your belief system is to accept. As much as you accept the little by little concerning the little foxes, and accept this reality, you know what I'm saying, as much as how many foxes can really get up on you to really get you off balance concerning of how you live your life and how you treat people, how you see things, how you do things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's doing little by little when you're growing up. You know what I'm saying? He's, making sure people at a, position that they can see, reality little by little, more likely literally little nudges to the wrong side and just a little, ideal. And you notice it took a little conversation in Genesis 3 to, throw Eve off. You know what I'm saying? Just a little conversation. It wasn't no long, we ain't had to make a Genesis chapter 3 and chapter 4, chapter 5, or make a long chapter. But Satan just used a little bit to drive Eve to commit, to eat the apple. He didn't have to give him a lecture, gave Eve a lecture to, eat the apple, but just a little information. And all of a sudden, boom, because it just take that much, just a little, and you know what I'm saying? It takes a little thought to do a little wrong. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take as much to do wrong these days because of the condition of what the world is and what's being displayed, and like I said, television, radio, everywhere. It doesn't take that much to really get people to operate in darkness. And he's using it little by little, but he's trying to help get you to accept a right way of living, you know what I'm saying, with a little bad thing in it. You know what I'm saying? A right way of living, a little bad thing in it. It's just do a little, but watch this. You get it, and then Satan will put you in a situation. That's the key thing. He wants to put you in a situation to bait you to lean towards the wrong side. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I like watching Star Wars. And Anakin Skywalker, turned into Darth Vader. And I watched that show, and I watched how the Sith, or he was a senator, how he was speaking, conversating with Anakin a little by little, just a little conversation with Anakin about certain things going on in the Force, or going on in a Jedi, and going on that there's some kind of way that you're a very special Jedi. And I see, he kept, of course, like Satan, blowing him up, praising him, and admonishing his power and ability, that he's like, one of the best Jedis. And he kept talking, and all of a sudden, when the appointed time come, he sowed the little seeds, sowed the little seeds, the evil seeds, and all of a sudden it grows to something. And now Anakin's at a position that he has to choose between his future wife that he had kids with, and now to join the dark side. And now he's in a balance. He's like, should I go here? Should I do this? But because of the seeds that were sown unto him in the little conversations he had with that, help him to lean towards the wrong side to make his choice. And that happens to every individual in their everyday life. We allow these little seeds to throw us off balance concerning of how we believe. Because guess what? Doing wrong has a sense of right to it. It does. Somebody hurt you, you hurt them back. It seems that people that are in darkness think that sense. They believe in that reality. You hurt me, I hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It's a simple ideal, but this simple ideal can cause catastrophic problems of how you make your decisions concerning other people and in your future of becoming something in life. It can hurt you easily. You know what I'm saying? That people not understanding. They just know if somebody hurt me, I'm going to hurt them. It's that simple thing that it can knock off our balance. And the thing is, that's what Satan's going to be always attacking people balance. That's the main thing. If he can't attack nobody's balance, he can't truly deceive them and getting them to operate in darkness the way that he need to. But that's the message. I hope you get it. To God be the glory, forever, in Jesus' name, amen.